bells. So as far as the theory which is related to the bells, which is already gone through the video session, I posted it in your YouTube also. Those who have missed the class, you can go through that. So now we'll go through the numericals related to the belts. As far as the derivation is also concerned, we have gone through the another video which I have posted in the YouTube. You can go through that. So coming to the problems, which I will take it in 2 sessions, about 10 models, 10 different models which I will try to solve. So with this 10 models, I hope it will be sufficient for you to calculate any number of questions which if it has been asked in the exam. So let's start with the first problem over here. Like the first problem given over here is a pulley is driven by a flat belt running at a speed of 600 meters per minute. The coefficient of friction between the pulley and the belt is 0.3 and the angle of lap is 160 degree. The maximum tension in the belt is 700 Newton. Find the power transmitted by the belt. So this is the question. Read out the question carefully, understand. Once you are clear with the concept of the question, what to be solved, then it is very simple. So follow the funda steps always, which I told you earlier in the classes also. First write down the given data, whatever it is given. Next convert the data of any units into single unit, and then to find what is given in the question, you need to write down. So what is to be find, the related formula you need to write down, and the next what is the inputs which is required to calculate from the formula, you need to write down. Missing terms calculated, and then form it in a single one, and then finally conclude the problem. So coming to this question, so what is you need to given data is something like speed is given, which is meter per minute. You need to convert this meter per minute into meters per second. Next, coefficient of friction mu is given that is 0.3, and the angle of lap is given as 160. Also the belt tension is given, maximum tension, which is about 170. Whether you can consider this as T1, T2 or whatever. So here I am considering it as T1. Okay. So what is you need to find? Power is you need to find. So what is the relation to calculate the power? This is very important formula which is common in all the problems. That is P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V is the power calculation formula. So here I am just highlighting the formula over here. This is very important one. So to know this formula, given the formula, what is T1, what is T2 and what is V, just we need to go according to that. So here T1 is the initial tension in the tight side and T2 is the final tension in slack side. So here initial tension T1 is given, T2 is not given. This is a missing term, that is we need to calculate. And V, the velocity, is given, but it is given in terms of minutes per meter per minute, convert it to seconds. So divided by 60, you will get it into 10 meters per second. Next, so what is only missing term over here is T2. So how do you calculate the T2? There is a relation for the belt tension ratio. This is very important relation. T1 by T2 is equal to E power mu theta. Please do remember this relation, very important one. So according to this relation, what T1 is known, T2 is what we need to calculate, mu is given, theta, the angle of lap is given, convert into radians. 160 is the angle which is given into pi by 180, gives you 2.8 radians. So substitute over here, then you will get the value of T2. Once T2 is known, substitute over here, then finally you will get your power, which I got the power as 3.983 kilowatts. This is the first problem. Next, let's move on to problem number 2. I hope I am clear within the problem number 1. Let's move on to problem number 2. So coming to the problem number 2, find the width of the belt necessary to transmit 7.5 kilowatts to a pulley 300 mm diameter. The pulley makes 1600 rpm and coefficient of friction between the belt and the pulley is 0.22. Assume the angle of contact as 210 and the maximum tension in the belt is not to exceed 8 Newton per mm width. So read out the question carefully, take 2 minutes, understand, and then formulate what is the given data, what is to be calculated. So here according to this data given over here is the power is given, that is 7.5 kilowatts to a pulley. Diameter of the pulley is given as 300 mm. So let us try to understand the question over here. Let us try to understand the question. So here there is a belt. There is a belt over here. So for this belt there is a driving member. This is N1, the driving member, and there is a pulley at the other end. This is pulley. Okay. So for this, the diameter of the pulley is given. The diameter of the pulley is given. What is the diameter of the pulley? That is 300 mm. The pulley makes speed of the pulley is given. So 1600 rpm, and coefficient of friction between this belt and the pulley is 0.22. Due to the friction itself, there is a power transmission. So this friction is given. Assume the angle of contact as 210 degrees. So wrap angle is given as 210, and the tension in the belt. So due to the tension itself, you will be having a power transmission. So this tension is maximum is 8.8 Newton per mm. So now, what does you need to calculate is width. You can calculate. So width can be calculated in two ways. One is from the tension formula, where T is equal to alpha I beta B. There is one relation, or also you can calculate from other relation, which I will tell you now. So here from the relation of the power which is given over here, we have already the formula P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V. This is a common relation for calculation of your power. So this power is given, and here only one tension, the maximum tension is given to you, and the velocity is also given. Is that velocity given? No. If the velocity is not given, the speed is given. If your speed is known and diameter is known, there is V is equal to pi dn by 60. Please also do remember this relation formula. Okay. So from this, as V is equal to pi dn, if we substitute this, then we will get the velocity. Substitute the velocity over here, then you will get a relation from the power in terms of T1 and T2. You also have another relation which I told you, the belt tension ratios, which is T1 by T2 is equal to e power mu theta. Please do remember this very important relation, which is used in all problems. So mu is given, friction, and theta is also given. What is theta? Which is actually theta is 210 degrees. You need to convert this 210 into radians. That is nothing but theta is equal to 210 into pi by 180. So by this you will get the value, okay, which is 3.665, which I got the relation. Take it as A or case 1, whatever. There is another relation from this which you can get, that is T1 minus T2 is nothing but which I got the relation in terms of T1 is equal to T2. Take it as case number 2 or equation number 2, whatever. So from this equation 1, you substitute in equation 2, substitute A in B, then you will get the value of T2. Once T2 is known, then substitute the value over here, then you will get T1. Once T1 is known, then finally you can calculate your B. The relation to calculate the width is this one. Please do remember this formula, which is very important, which is used everywhere. That is B is equal to T1 by T dash. What is T1? Which is we have got over here. And next T dash, which is given or calculated from this problem, which I have got as 8. So substitute over there, then you will get the value of B. Okay. So is this problem clear? Finally I got the width of your belt as finally I got the width of the belt as 67.4 mm. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts in this problem? If so, please do revise once again the problem. Okay, let's move on to another problem. Here is 8 the tension. This is nothing but T dash is nothing but 8 Newton per mm. This is a maximum tension. This is max max T. Okay, this is max T which is given. Now let's move on to problem number 3. Now an engine running at 150 rpm drives a line shaft by means of a belt. The engine pulley is 750 mm diameter and the pulley on the line shaft being 450 mm. A 900 mm diameter pulley on the line shaft drives a 150 mm diameter pulley keyed to the dynamo shaft. Find the speed of the dynamo shaft when the case 1 there is no slip, and case 2 when there is a slip of 2% at each dive. Okay, so read the question, understand carefully, and then we'll try to solve it. So coming to this question, there is a sketch which is given over here. Clearly you can understand an engine running at 150 rpm. There is an engine over here which is running at 150 rpm. Okay, drives a line shaft. This is your line shaft. Due to this engine which is running, it runs a line shaft with the help of a belt, because from here to here there is a long distance. This line shaft is usually driven by the help of the shaft which is keyed or coupled to a engine. Okay, to engine shaft. This is a driving member and this will become a driven member. Okay, so here there is a belt transmission because there is a long distance. So to transfer the power, there is a belt which is being used, a flat belt. Okay, because it is a horizontal one, and the engine pulley is 750 mm diameter, and here the engine pulley in 750 diameter and the pulley on the line shaft is 450. So onto this engine there is a pulley to transfer your power. Here there is a pulley 1 that is 750 mm, another pulley is over here, it is 450 mm. So 900 diameter mm pulley on the line shaft, there is onto this line shaft there is another pulley which is fixed over here, is a 900 mm one. Okay, which drives a 150 mm diameter pulley. Okay, which is over here 150. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. There are 4 pulleys. Okay, so to this it drives a 150 mm diameter pulley keyed to a dynamo shaft. Here there is a dynamo shaft at the end. Okay, so find the speed of this dynamo shaft. Here engine speed is given, that is driving number. If I take this as N1 and if I take this as N2, okay, this driving shaft. So this N1 speed is given, engine speed shaft, that is running at 150 rpm. So this N2 speed shaft of the dynamo shaft is what we need to calculate. Okay, so write down the given data whatever which is given in the problem, N1, D1, D2, D3, D4, because 4 diameter pulleys is given and 1 speed is given. So N4 is what we need to calculate. Okay, now let's take this as N4, N1, N2, N3, which is all there. Okay, so if you want to calculate N4, you need to calculate N2, N3, all those things, then only we will be able to calculate your N4. Okay, that is from your gate train relations, which is already we have learned. Okay, so when slip, about the slip case which is already we have learned. What is a slip? Generally slip is nothing but when you have your belt which is on your driving member which tries to move away from the driving member, is nothing but we say it as a slip. So for the case of slip, we know N4 by N1 is equal to D1 into D3 by D2 into D4. It is the same relation from your gate trains, which is an example of your compound drives. It is a compound drive. So in this compound drive, which is nothing but this is about your train. This is the value of train. So from this train of gate train is equal to train of a gate train is equal to, which is already you have a relation where N4 by N1 is equal to T1 T3 by T2 and T4. From this relation itself we have got this. Okay, so from this N4 is known directly. This is without slip. If suppose there is a slip, if suppose there is a slip, then this is a relation which you need to remember. It's very very important one. Okay, in case of slip you need to remember this relation. Okay, this is without slip, this is without slip. So here n4 by n1 is equal to the same relation, but into 1 minus s1 by 100 into 1 minus s2 by 100. So what is the slip which is given over here? It is 2. So 2%. So finally you'll get the value as 9.6. So from this, if I substitute, I got the n4 speed as 1.44, 1440. Here it is 1500. So what is the slip which is usually due to slip? There is loss of 60 rpm loss. 60 rpm loss. Okay, so this is about the problem number 3. So let's move on to the problem number 4. I hope I'm clear till here. Problem number 3. So here, coming to the problem number 4, the power is transmitted from a pulley 1 meter diameter running at 200 rpm to a pulley 2.25 diameter by means of a belt. Find the speed lost by the driven pulley as a result of creep if the stress on the tight and slack side on the belt is 1.4 and 0.5 MPa respectively. The Young's modulus of the material of the belt is 100 MPa. So here, this is a problem related to creep. What is the problem over here is the power is transmitted from a pulley 1 meter diameter. So let's take, there is a pulley over here, pulley driven one. This is driving one. Okay, D1. So from here there is another pulley which is of diameter D2. Okay, so by means of a belt, there is a belt in between. This is D1 and this is D2. So find the speed lost by the driving pulley as a result of creep. What is meant by creep? If there is, certainly once you have your top one the slack and the bottom one as a tight, then due to the elongation, sometimes due to the stretching, you have some variation in dimensions of your due to tension. So that variation of the dimensions due to tension is nothing but creep. The stress on the tight and slack side is both is given 1.4 and 0.5. So you need to calculate the what is we need to calculate over here. Speed lost. What is the speed loss is we need to calculate. So from this you have a relation from your creep. This is a formula you need to remember, where it is n2 by n1 into is equal to d1 by d2 into e plus under root of sigma 2 by e plus under root of sigma 1. So sigma 1 and sigma 2 is the stresses in a tight and slack side, where E is the Young's modulus of the material. This formula we need to remember. Okay, so from this you can calculate your n2, which is the speed lost. N1 is already given. So finally we got this, got this speed lost as 0.2 rpm. So due to the creep, there is 0.2 rpm, there is a speed which has been lost. Okay, so our main intention as a design engineer is to avoid these loss. How do you avoid the loss is a big factor question. Okay, this is about the problem number 4. Now let's move on to problem number 5 for today's session. So problem number 5, please read out. Find the power transmitted by the belt running over a pulley of 600 mm diameter at 200 rpm. The coefficient of friction between the belt and the pulley is 0.25. Angle of lap is 160 and the maximum tension in the belt is 2500 Newton. So try to understand the problem and know what is the thing which is we need to calculate. So from here, what is we need to calculate is power transmission. How do you calculate your power transmission? P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V. So both the tensions, whichever it is not given in the problem, try to calculate the missing tension, because maximum tension in the belt is given, another tension is missing. Try to calculate that tension and then substitute over there, then I'll finally calculate the value of power. So here, to calculate that power, we also need velocity. Velocity is not given, diameter and speed is given. Substitute over here, then you'll get the velocity. And next is to calculate the tension in the slack side. There is a relation which you can actually calculate by T1 by T2 is equal to e power mu theta. Either you can calculate from that relation, or else you can calculate by directly from this, that is 2.3 log T1 by T2 is equal to mu into theta. So from this, mu is given, coefficient of friction, and also the theta is given, angle of lap, what is 160. So this 160 of angle of lap you need to convert into radians, multiply by pi by 180, then you'll get 2.793. Substitute over here, then you'll get the value of T2, because T1 is already known. Once T1 T2 is known, finally substitute over the power, then you'll get the value of power. Okay, I hope I'm clear. You can either relate that, either you can go with this relation, that is T1 by T2, T1 by T2 is equal to e power mu theta. Either you can go with that, either you can go with this, anything is fine. Okay, so this is about the problem number 5. So for this